All right, here we go, guys, and it's a Sunday morning back on my home roads of the North Fork of Long Island, the north side of the eastern tip of Long Island. If you ever look at a map of Long Island, it looks like it's splitting into two forks. You have the Hamptons, Montauk on the south side, and Riverhead and Southold on the north side. We are going into Riverhead today to try to find our first boat. Thank you to Dale and Sean for the suggestions. I believe this was the Dale suggestion. He said there was a boat at one of the local marinas in the town of Riverhead, the village of Aquabogue. So we're about 5 minutes away. We'll see what that one's about. I don't even know what kind of boat it is, but we should be there in 5 minutes, and let's see what we got. All right, we're in the town of Aquabogue in Long Island, and we are going to come up on Larry's Lighthouse Marine Parts or Marine Supply right here on our right. And Lighthouse Marine, I believe they were once affiliated, they no longer are, is right ahead somewhere here. I haven't been here in a long time. For sale waterfront. Well, we're not looking at waterfront properties. There's a deli. It's very beautiful here. Here on the right is a little, looks like a little public dock. There's the marina on our right. He said it was right by there. Said it was a nice boat. That's all I got. Nice boat. Let's see. Keep our eyes open. Wonder if it's a brokered boat. Might be if it's on their property. All right. Well, they're gated. Okay. The farm stand on our left. Hubbard's. Stop ahead. Well, the good news is we passed 3 boats on the way here, and I figured here's on the docks. Let's go a little past this, then maybe we'll pull into Lighthouse and see if it's in there. Boat not for sale. A couple more boats ahead. There's Peconic Bay in front of us. Boom. Okay, well, we found it. Little Carolina Skiff. Dale, you and I have different definitions of the word nice, but let's see what we got. All right, we're walking up on it. It's a Carolina Skiff. It's a 12-footer. Now, I don't know if this is the one he was talking about, but this is a nice, cheap way to get into boating. $3,000. It's a 98. There's the number, 516-446-2956. And the note says text them. Text them. Little 12-footer. Perfect for a young kid. I would assume this is a 20, could be a 10. It's really small. It's a small Merc. It's covered. $3,000. This is about as cheap, presuming that engine is running, as you can get into a small boat that's running, you know, that doesn't need a lot of work. I presume this one, it's so small, even if it needed some work, how, you know, wiring, whatever, it's not gonna break the bank. Carolina Skiffs don't have the best reputation. They are very flat in the bottom. I do see that there's a wood plate here, or maybe it's fiberglass, I can't tell. It might be fiberglass. So the transom was reinforced at some point. So somebody was thinking about this boat. And if you look at, I almost bought a Sea-Doo fishing jet ski last year. That was, I believe, 21 grand with the trailer. So, 7 times cheaper. If you want to just get into a small trailerable runabout like this, not a bad little deal. 3 grand. All right, like I said, we passed a number of other boats on the way here, so we'll stop and look at those. And I'm going to peek in. I'm going to pull into Larry's and see if there is a boat, or into Lighthouse Marine and see if there is a boat for sale. But yeah, this is the first one. Carolina Skiff J12. All right, we're back on Route 25. Nothing in the marina itself, I checked. But like I said, I passed 3 boats on the way here. Here is the first one in this parking lot. Let's pull in. Nice center console. Let's see what we got. Luckily, it's nice and early. Cabinets plus. Little T. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. Like I said, nothing at Larry's, but we passed this. This is like a 23, 24. Little T. Nice T-top, 247. So I have no idea what brand this. It's an Edgewater. So this is an early Edgewater. 2001. 2018 trailer. You see it's a Vantage trailer, aluminum, dual axle. Looks like it's in decent shape. Some tires could use a little air. It's strapped down, but it's an Edgewater. Wow, this has to be one of the first Edgewaters. That's a little concerning. 2001 Yamaha 225, 250 hours. There's the number. That's the price. Not a bad price. Why is this a little concerning? These run forever as long as you get this section scoped. These early F225s and 250s are notorious for corrosion, and they will eat out the power head, and you're looking at ostensibly a new engine. But yeah, and look at that, another North Shore yacht sale sign. So Red took care of this boat at some point. Let's see if we can jump on the trailer, get a little peek at the inside. Yeah, nice. There's a flip-up bench seat. Nice roomy layout back here. A little bit tattered, the seat. That could be reupholstered. Somebody cared enough about the boat to have, a cover over the helm area. No seats in the front. There's a cooler in the front. Let's get an overhead shot. A lot of fishing room on this boat. And for those that don't know, Steve Daugherty was the lead designer at Boston Whaler forever. And then he went off and he went off on his own, founded Edgewater, built great boats. Edgewater still builds great boats. He sold Edgewater and started Everglades, I think around 2004, 2005. Don't quote me on that. So you have Boston Whaler lineage here, but just a great reputation. You're not going to find many people that say anything bad about Edgewater, other than the new ones are really pricey. You see 6 rod holders up there on the T-top. You got 3 on each side. Really cool fishing boat. My one, that newer trailer. My one concern would obviously, like I said, be this engine. And like any 20-plus-year-old boat, you would want it surveyed. But if that engine was scoped and checks out, it's not a bad deal. There's a electronics box in front of the T-top there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Looks like it's in decent shape too. Again, 22.5. Really cool. All right. Like I said, there's 2 more on this road, so let's go find the other 2. Let's jump in the Nart. All right, we're in the town of Jamesport. And I see the traffic light ahead of us, and I had made a mental note on my way to Lighthouse Marine that there was a boat just past the light. So let's see, let's not go too fast. Luckily there's a car in front of me. Where art thou, boat? I don't remember what side of the road it was on too, because I'm getting old and decrepit. Let's see, gotta be here somewhere. Couldn't have sold in 20 minutes. Oh, maybe up there by that gas station. That sounds familiar, and I think I see it. It looked a little grady-ish, but I thought I saw a different name on it when I was driving by at, see, the speed limit here is 50. I was not going 50, but we'll pull in and see what we got. Here it is. And then they look like what could have been a small whaler or another Carolina Skiff further up the road, but the motorcycle for sale too. It's a cruiser's, oh, an inboard, outboard. Oh, there's a nice, it's a very clean boat. Wow. All right, let's see what we got. I mean, the first thing that pops on me is it's a pretty big, you know, oh, it's a 25, a Sea Devil 2510. This is a big 25. It's really big, and I bet you that cabin has a lot of room. It's also very clean, and it was registered through 25. There's the number, but let's go look at the spec sheet. Looks like another Venture trailer in really good condition here. I mean, somebody really took care of this boat. So it's an 88, repowered last year with a 350 Chevy, motor still under warranty, only 5 hours. It's a rebuilt Jasper engine, new manifold risers. Oh boy, they did a lot of work. They're asking 25, have all the receipts and paperwork. And again, the number. Let's step on it and see. Yeah. So an elevated platform here, 5 rocket holders on top. It's nice aluminum pipework. Basic layout up there. Couple area, a little bit of an area here to sit down. You see this is sort of like an extended, the engine is under there, and the seating area extends a little. There's storage right under those compartments. I guess this is access to the bilge. And it has a cabin and a nice wide walk around if you want to get to the front. I'm not sure people could actually fish up there. You know, it looks like they did all the preventative maintenance, new engine. Here's a wooden swim platform, boarding ladder. There's the outdrive, big trim tabs. Doesn't look like it's overly shallow. I would guess 20-ish degrees of dead rise, so it should ride nice. Not a huge fan of plastic scuppers, but that's just me. Yeah. I mean, the boat is clean. I imagine that interior looks just like this. It's got some cool cars here. Is that a Plymouth over there? I can't tell. Ford, 70s vintage. What is this? Oh, it's a Chevy. Very cool. Really cool. It's a 51 Chevy. What year is this Ranger? 77. Really cool. Look at the patina on this. Make them like this anymore. But back to the boat. Sorry for the diversion there. A really clean boat. Does not look like an 88. Looks newer. The only thing that gives it away as an 80s model is just the styling. Again, the big knock on these is dealing. It seems like few people want to deal with them. That's why they're not very popular right now. Dealing with that, with an inboard, outboard, outdrive, not a straight shaft, not outboards, just a lot more maintenance, although this owner looks like he took care of a lot of that. The risers, the bellows, and obviously a new engine. So a cruiser's 2510. Not for me, but I don't know. I think it's probably priced fairly based on the condition of the boat and everything the current owner has sunk into it. All right, we got one more small boat to go just up the road, and I think it was a small whaler, like I said, but let's see what we got. Let's get back in the car. All right, we just entered Laurel, which I believe is the smallest town on the North Fork. I don't know if it's that or Peconic. They're both tiny. It's so funny, you pass the Laurel Business District and it's like an antique store and one other store, but I think this little whaler was somewhere around here, and I'm probably going way too fast to be able to safely stop. Let's slow down. I don't remember what side of the road it was on. We're in Mattatuck now. We're out of Laurel. Laurel is that small. I believe it was right here somewhere, right by the McDonald's. There's a boat here on the left. That's not for sale. I know I passed it. Here it is. Bird. So you know what? There were two friggin' boats. Oh, we're gonna have one more after this. This is another inboard outboard, I think. Yeah, there was one a little west of here too, I think. A little east of here, I mean. Oh boy, what is this? All right, let's see what this is. Boy, lots of boats popping up. I wonder if that's because it's basically the end of the coming close to the end of the boating season. For people like me, it's not the end of the boating season, but it's a Volvo Penta outdrive, 270. What does the VIN say? It's so hard to read these. I can't tell what that says. Maybe I can zoom it in on the camera. ORA, is that it? I can't tell. What about the year? If I can even tell the year. No, I'm not deciphering anything. I honestly have no clue about this one. Has the layout of a speedboat. You see it has a bimini top. Was registered through 26. It has a boat ramp ticket from today, from this year. Here we are. It's a 73 Chris Craft. Make offer. New 350. 631-355-9383. 631-245-8058. Boat and trailer turnkey, ready to go. See, they crossed out 10,500, so presumably make offer. Get it a lot cheaper than that. It's obviously covered. Somebody put a new engine in it. Again, another trailer that looks new, newish. Aluminum, dual axle. I mean, pretty sure this is not going, we can't see the layout on the inside, but this looks like a good old fashioned, you know, little speedboat run around the bay, and probably be a lot of fun. See a little scratch here on the gel coat. It's something scraped it, maybe when they were docking, but otherwise looks to be in really good condition. Again, new engine. See the exhaust here. Wooden boarding ladder. I'm guessing you can get this for under 10. Then again, it is a 50-year-old boat, so I don't know how exciting that is to folks. But there you go, a 73 Chris Craft with a new engine, turnkey. Make an offer. The 10,500 was crossed off. All right. Now let's go find that one more boat. It's got to be between here and the light. It's kind of shocking, this one little 4 or 5 mile stretch, how many boats we found. All right, we're pulling out from the Chris Craft, and unless I drove past it, or I imagine seeing a little whaler, I don't know what to say. I thought I passed it. Maybe I didn't. Here's Strong's Marine. All right, listen, this may be it. Still a lot of boats. I don't know what I was thinking with that little whaler, but again, we'll chalk that up to age and senility. I don't know. But we did see a bunch of boats there. I guess if I were picking one of these, it's so hard to say, but that Edgewater, if you wanted to take a chance on that motor, I mean, if it's surveyed and there was no corrosion in the midsection, that's a no-brainer. I believe it was 22.5 with a newer trailer. And again, Edgewater, a really reputable brand, well-built boats. If it did need a new engine, you would probably want to stick a 300 horsepower Suzuki on it. Probably the cheapest 300 horsepower outboard there is. And you would still be all in right around 50 grand or under 50, right? I think you can find, especially in Florida, I'm not sure up here in New York, but Suzuki 300s are still relatively sanely priced, if, you know, high teens, low 20s for a 300, and they're relatively bulletproof. They've been out forever. Most people don't have any issues with them. They're not the strongest, but that has a 225, 300 will surely outperform it. And probably, you know, when that boat came out, 225 was considered on the upper end of the power on outboards. You know, obviously today with V10s and 500 horsepower engine outboards, 225 is not considered big. So if it were me, I would probably pick that boat. That little Carolina Skiff would make a great first boat for a little kid, or if somebody just wants a small trailerable boat to, you know, hit the beaches and Blackfish or cruise in the bay. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm not a fan of those inboard outboards. So even though that Cruisers, it was most expensive, but new engine, new everything, super clean. But if you can live with that, another decent deal, I think, although I might get skewered in the comments for that. And yeah, that Chris Craft, 50 years old, would be fun. Again, if you're mechanically inclined, inboard, outboard, it's basically a car engine in there, a marinized car engine. Would be a lot of fun to, you know, just blast through the bays and sounds in that. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you like these videos, hit that like button. And if you're not already a subscriber and you like content like this, please consider subscribing.